again, this is Cassia over at First Call Digital Agency, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up an ad campaign, the 5 essential steps on getting it right. We're calling this series Digital Fit Tips to help your business get into marketing shape. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. All right, we broke this down into 5 easy steps for getting your ad campaign set up and optimized. So number 1, setting goals. It's very important before you go headlong into dumping money into an ad campaign that you know what your outcome should be. There's a number of reasons why small businesses might want to start an ad campaign, including something as simple as recruitment, running an ad so that they can find some qualified employees. Alternatively, you may be wanting to boost your sales or leads. And a final option why a company might want to run an ad campaign is brand awareness. And each of these have what could be a cost per lead or a cost per result. And so having a clear understanding of how much that lead or sale or recruited person's value will be at the end of that ad campaign will help you establish a clear budget. Number 2, we have our buyer personas again. This is a common theme throughout all of our marketing talks. Buyer personas are so essential that you understand who you're targeting and why, and in an ad campaign, those buyer personas help define where you want this ad to display. There's a lot of ad options, Google ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, and the costs and setup and maintenance and optimization for each of these different types of ad campaigns will vary. So it's really important that you take the time to identify where your audience is and set those ad campaigns up based on those buyer personas. Number 3, crafting the message. It's all about how you phrase that wording to really get your buyer persona's attention. So there's 3 C's: clear, concise, and compelling. You really want to make sure that that ad copy calls out to their specific pain point that's going to make them feel like you really understand what they need as a solution. You have to be very concise, so you got to make sure that you've shortened down that copy to a point that just has that clear pain point and is really calling out to them. Make it clear why they should care, basically. Get to the root of it and really talk directly to them. You can also highlight the unique benefits of working with your company specifically. So once you've hit on that pain point, you can offer the solution and why your company does it better than others. Number 4, platforms. We kind of touched on this for a brief moment when we were discussing buyer personas. When you're defining those buyer personas, it helps you figure out where they might be. And now you've got to choose the platform and get set up. So there's pros and cons of both. But when you take the time to really understand where your buyer is and when they might be either doing research on your product or service, or if they're just scanning social media, do they spend a substantial amount of time on social media? Or are they actively looking for something where they might be using a search engine? And that's the troubleshooting work you've got to do internally or with your marketing team to help define. Number 5, this is the fun part because it never ever stops. So long as you are running your ad campaign, you need to be measuring and optimizing. You need to constantly be tracking what's working and not working and making adjustments, what we call A/B testing, and doing moderate changes to the copy, or maybe adjusting even your buyer persona a little bit so that you can really narrow down and get that ad campaign working really well. And this is a really important part for your team to help set those goals and understand which metrics back up those goals. It could be click-through rate, it could be actual lead to conversions, it could be impressions if you're going for brand awareness. So having those clearly defined goals in the beginning help you with the measuring and optimizing later on. I hope that you have a better understanding of the 5 steps that it takes to get an ad campaign set up effectively. So you start by setting those clear goals so that you know what the intention of your campaign is. Then you need to work on getting your buyer personas outlined so that you know kind of who you're going after. Once you have your buyer personas clearly defined, you need to craft a message and make sure you get clear, concise, and compelling. Now that you have all that lined up, you can hit those platforms and decide which one is the best one for you. And finally, the never stopping measuring and optimizing. So long as you're running that ad campaign, you're going to want to keep taking a look at it and making adjustments. If you are running ad campaigns or considering running ad campaigns and you're struggling with some of the more details on exactly how to craft that message, or maybe aren't sure where your buyers are, or maybe even who they are, we can work with you. We offer a total online presence audit where we do a full look at your digital presence and help you do some strategizing and planning. So you can click on the link below or go to our website, firstcall-web.com, or you can leave a comment and we are happy to help. Well, I hope you guys found this helpful. This is Cassia over at First Call Digital Agency. I will see you next time, but in the meantime, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for more helpful tips.